it was one of those things where I was headed to come over here, and of course the kids both got a fever, which just makes you feel awful about leaving them. And Teddy said, but why do you have to go? And I said, well, I've got a job, baby. And she goes, but I'm so used to you being here that when you're not here, I'm like a flower and half my petals are gone.
That's so poetic.
I know, it was like
7.
By the way, I'm kind of scared when she's a teenager what's going to come at me.
She won't be speaking to you, so don't worry.
But it really broke my heart. And we were talking about it today. It was like, I don't think, and it's not meant to be a generalization, but I just don't think Rob feels the same way when he has to go to work. He just gets his working cap on and he has to leave, and he doesn't have the same, if he's taxiing away on the plane, you know, there's just like this sense of duty. Whereas with me, if I leave for a night, you know, it's just, I feel awful. I feel like, why am I doing this? This is so selfish, you know, and my daughter, I think they're used to me being there. So when I'm not, the absence is marked more. And they just kind of expect it of Daddy to leave.
Yeah.
But it is just, you know, you do question yourself as a mom. There's just this extra layer of guilt.
Because you know you shouldn't feel guilty.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm the same. I can't help it. I remember when Kira was about 7 or something, she was really crying one day. And please don't go to work. And I was explaining... I said, OK, well, I won't go to work, but we won't be able to have, you know, a nice house, and you won't be able to have all these nice toys and nice clothes. And I really thought I was getting through to her. And then she went, no, but I'd have you.
I mean,
Anyway, I jumped in the cab and left.
Later.
Well, you know, we've got to go to work.
But it is like a microphone drop, isn't it?
It is.
Just like
it kills you.
ultimate punch to the gut. How do they do it so quickly?
And you know that as soon as you've gone, they go, oh, nearly got
I got her.
Nearly got her.
Teddy and Charlie probably high-fiving each other when I left.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see her face? She was really sad.
I've always been quite strict with myself over the whole mum guilt thing, because I think that I was brought up by my mum on her own, and she worked, because obviously she had to. And I used to I'd come back from school and go for tea at my auntie and uncles, who weren't really on, you know, they were just like the next door neighbours. And that was it. That was how it was, and it felt entirely normal to me. And then I had a period of time in my life where I was a single mother, and if ever my older daughter did say to me, you know, if ever she did say, "Oh, do you have to go to work?" I go, "Well, yes, because you know, this roof over our heads does not pay for itself, and Mum's got to go to work to pay for it." And you know, that's just the way it is. And I think if you're quite matter-of-fact about it. And then, so when I would then be driving away to work thinking, oh, God, do I feel... I'd really kind of, like, do an internal kind of, no, stop it. You're not going to feel guilty.
Well, because you're right. I mean, you can't feel guilty. You know, you've got to make a living, and it benefits them as well. But I need to learn that, because I
need to learn that.
I can't help myself. And mine are, like, in the 30s now.
I know.
My eldest is 30, and I still leave him and feel guilty that I haven't put enough in the fridge.
But don't you think that's probably about... Now that they're that age, that's as much about you liking to feel wanted.
All right,
like mothering.
Don't worry,
Will he not want me if I don't put milk in the fridge?
I'm the same.
Is that where my marriages went wrong? Put enough milk in the fridge.
No, but I'm kind of a mixture of all of you, because I have mum guilt, but my kids won't let me have mum guilt. They'll be like, oh, can you... You know, for example, I have gone to turn down jobs where I'm going to be away for a long period of time. And the kids are both like, no, don't turn it down, go. So they're trying to get me out. Listen to you guys. They're like, they don't want me around. But I've always felt the mum guilt, because I was a single mum with Jamal up until he was about 3-4 years old. I was a single mum. It was just me and him. And it would be, literally, I wake up in the morning at 7:30, drop him to a childminder so that they can drop him to school. After school, he gets picked up to go into after-school club. I'm working in an office, and I don't finish work until 9 o'clock. By the time I get home, he's sleeping. And I think there's been, you know, with Tanisha, I felt really bad about that with Jamal, so I tried to change it with Tanisha and try and amend it slightly. And I think I can see a difference in the way how they are with me. Jamal's, I'll go to cuddle. No, don't kiss me, don't do it. Whereas Tanisha, she's more... And I think that I've consciously made a difference in how much time I spend.
Yeah, and I think it's very important for women in particular, because I do think as a gender we tend to kind of beat ourselves up a bit more than men might do. And I think it's really important for us to be OK with our choices. Whether you're a stay-at-home mum, you know, a lot of stay-at-home mums go, oh, I feel really guilty because I'm not going out and earning any money. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, no, but you're doing a really important job.
Hard job.
And you've got to just you've got to be comfortable with what you choose to do.
Why is
and
that
how you
so
live your
hard?
life.
It's so hard.
Yeah. And we had some really good comments on this. So, Samantha, I went back to work when my son was 9 months old. My mum guilt is horrendous. I really struggle with missing him and even consider giving up my job and working part-time just to be with him. Angie, why would you feel guilty for providing for your children and setting an example of working for the things that you want?
Very true.
We've had lots of comments on that, but, yeah, a mixed bag, actually.
But can we, I'm just going to chuck this in, can we go back to the fact of what about creche facilities at work and the government pushing that one through?
Well, you gotta
how
vote.
about that?
Gotta vote.
How about that?
She's double
Oh, you've
down.
got me ready now.
She makes
gonna
a rod
vote.
for her own back. You can have whatever you want to say when you start voting, lady.
Guys,
I'm in
come
charge.
on.